If this found you, something in your life doesn't feel the same anymore. This is a collective reading, but it's going to feel personal. So take what aligns and leave the rest. Because what's coming through here is change, and it's happening within you. There's recognition and some kind of acknowledgement that's coming into your life. But what's happening here is a feeling of disconnection. Things that used to feel right don't feel the same anymore. Situations, people, or even certain habits, they're starting to feel off. The truth beneath this is you're outgrowing this phase of your life. Not because something is wrong, but because something is changing. What you've been knowing and feeling is like you're in between. Not fully where you were, but not fully where you're going yet. That space can feel uncertain, but it's part of the process. Ultimately, the only thing that creates tension here is trying to hold on to what you've already outgrown. You can revisit it. You can try to reconnect with it, but it won't feel the same. The shift here is acceptance. You're not losing something. You're evolving beyond it. And wait until you see what this space is actually making space for. Because this is where things begin to align more naturally, is what the spiritual guides are saying. There's action to be taken in your life. Don't think too hard about it. Ultimately, look within because you already know what the decision that you want to make. And this is letting you know that now is the time to act and not sit back and wait and not be indecisive about what action we want to take. Ultimately, you're outgrowing this phase, and that's why it doesn't feel right anymore. What this leads to is ultimately some new relationship, partnership, or mutually beneficial relationship, soul aligned platonic friendship as well. It can be one, any, or all of these things. And ultimately, this is a soul aligned, harmonious choice that you get to make that leads to some fulfilling relationship in your life. Trust your intuition is also what it's saying. And remember that you always have a choice. This isn't something ending, it's something transitioning as well. And you're not falling behind, you're moving forward. This reading offers insight and empowerment, not fixed outcomes or guarantees. So, take what resonates and leave the rest. But let's see. What the Ether Creatures Oracle has to say. So we'll do one of these. Let's see. Oh, I guess that's the one. Oh, I guess it's three. Fair enough. Okay. So we'll do three and we'll do them the way that they came. So this is exciting. This is different. All right. So people see this right side up if it's an active irritant in your life that needs to be removed away. So something that may be frustrating you or irritating you or causing conflict in your life needs to be removed. This could be something like mold or chemicals or negative residual energy in the home or a food that is not good for your body. It could be a person, group, company, or any entity that you are confirmation received incompatible with, or a place that does not suit you. Alternatively, it could be a thought or belief that is constantly causing you pain, or a behavior that is acting as a stressor. Again, if the Natita bugs, that's this guy, appear right side up, there is something that needs to be eliminated for the sake of your well being. And the time has come to consciously choose to identify and purge that thing. Oh, wow. Okay. So, our next stop on the list is Tick Balang. And Tick Balang has come in reverse. So, it is a message that you might be off the path one way or another. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but the message always rings true. So you may be feeling disoriented or lost in the current scenario. Remember that the tikbalang is associated with people getting lost, going around in circles, or getting disoriented and not knowing how they ended up somewhere. Though the tikbalang is not actually a shapeshifter, folklore tells that the tikbalang can change itself into the form of someone or a traveler knows well, such as a family member, friend, or lover. In this deceptive form, the Tikbalang then entices the traveler deep into the woods or remote wild lands until they are completely lost and too far away for anyone to find them. It is said that once the Tikbalang has led the traveler far enough astray, the air is filled with the smell of burning tobacco before the form of their loved one begins to distort and transform back into the true form that is the Tikbalang. The frightful form. And look at how they look. Whoa. Yeah, not something I want to see in the dark alley. So, it is important to know that this old tale, because the Tikkabalang so often appears to someone in reverse if they don't know how they got to where they are today. For example, a person might find themselves in an acutely painful relationship when it used to be such a happy one and feel disoriented and not know how the hell they went from that to this. The Tikkabalang also comes to people who feel they are in the wrong place or perhaps doing the wrong thing. If the Tikbalang has come to you in reverse, you need to stop where you are and reevaluate in order to get back on your path, whatever that path may be. Tune back into your emotions. A person can only go off course if they have tuned out of their emotional guidance system, or if their emotional guidance system has been meddled with. Your emotions are telling you vital information. Let them tell their story. From there, try to retrace your steps. What exactly got you to where you are right now? Why are you doing what you are doing? Why are you feeling what you are feeling? Figure out where you would rather be and what you would rather be experiencing and doing instead. Ask yourself these questions and make it a habit to never stop, especially if you feel lost. The more self awareness you have, the less you will feel lost. Discover your inspiration and passion. Those vibrations are antidotes to the vibration of being lost. If you don't know what you're passionate about, it's time to try new things. Try anything that captures your fancy and pay attention to how you feel doing it. If you feel good, keep doing it. If you feel negative, don't. Remember that your purpose will only be known to you if you're willing to follow your passion. Quit distracting yourself from yourself. Distraction abounds in today's world, but we use distraction to further numb out from our own personal truth. We try to escape the painful feelings of having gone off course somewhere by tuning out all sorts of addictions, focusing on other people's problems, setting goals, spending hours online, and becoming too busy. In fact, busyness is the number one mode of distraction for people who feel lost. To not be busy and to get reoriented, you have to be with yourself. Being with yourself and being alone are two radically different things. most likely based on where you are in the right now. If you are really with yourself, it will feel like disorientation and chaos or a depressed emptiness because your internal guidance system will be telling you we're off course. It's okay to sit with this internal disorientation. Meditate with it. Don't try to fix it or change it in any way. Just sit still with your intention and attention on the sensations to create and that it creates in your body and the thoughts it causes to arise in order to understand that internal state of being. This understanding will point you in the direction to go next if you have the patience to let that insight come to you through this discomfort instead of you chasing it. Ultimately, you need to find the path again, the next step to take, and the right direction for you personally. It might be helpful to think of being lost as a turning point to find out who you are and what you really want to do, what the right next step and overall path is for you. Knowing you are lost and admitting to it, therefore, actually means you are closer to being in the right place and or being found. Amazing. So, hey, Keegan is the last step on our wave for this little book reading. All right, so it is a message that in order to make the right decisions for yourself, confirmation received, thank you, you must see yourself clearly. In the moment, chances are you are not seeing or admitting to something about yourself, or you are not being honest with yourself or to someone about yourself. You need to see yourself as if watching from the outside. The answer you are looking for in this case already exists within you. So now might be the time to really dive within and ask yourself some very powerful questions. Try meditating in front of a mirror or pay a visit to someone who can help you whittle down what your actual truth is. In this situation, seeing yourself clearly could cause you to make drastically different decisions. It will also make everything that has happened up to this point and everything that is happening make perfect sense. Keep in mind that a concept of self is the enemy of an awareness of self. You may have to admit to some uncomfortable truths about yourself, but those truths will lead to you making compatible choices and therefore prevent injury to yourself and to others. When Hakigan comes right side up, as it has today, you need to figure out your truth before you hurt yourself or someone else. And you need to see what is real and true about you, such as your true feelings, true thoughts, true desires, true motivations, true behavior, true appearance, true needs, and true preferences. You need to put genuine energy into understanding yourself and being honest with yourself. So that's a powerful message for someone coming through. What a beautiful reading either way. As always, we want to align you with your highest timeline, and so the messages that come through are to do just that if you partake in the actions that are listed and that you were made aware of in these videos, then obviously you will get the probable outcome that ultimately will be your recognition, acknowledgement, and a higher respect just for who you are and the expression that you are in the world. So, a beautiful message. Thank you so much for being with me. I love you all unconditionally. If you are up, I don't even think that I said who I am. I am Samuel. If you are new here, please do consider subscribing. We'd love to have you around. As always, I send you my light, my love, and all of my blessings. I send them to you. And I will see you all in my next video.